What's up, guys? Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn, bringing you guys a Week 8 match in the WPL, taking on my good friend Dom and his Cleveland Escavaliers. Dom and I have a long, a long history of matches in a variety of leagues that have typically been very close. There have been a few blowouts. I think the blowouts have only been in my favor. So we typically have very close matches. It's definitely trending a lot more in my favor in recent history. But at the beginning, it was definitely a lot more in Dom's favor, and especially after that AABL match, where he also beat me. So, yeah, not much to say more than that, really. About the rivalry. Okay, let's just run through his team. I'm getting off topic here. He's got Thundurus Incarnate, Hydreigon, Uxie, Slurpuff, Gourgeist, Cryogonal, Mega Malwell, Rotom Wash, Mamoswine, Buzzwole, Licky. He brought all three of his potential Z users in the Thundurus, the Hydra, and the Uxie. I was expecting like a Z Belch Hydreigon for my Primarina. I was expecting like a T-Waving Thundurus Incarnate. I'm expecting a Belly Drum Slurpuff. I'm expecting Adamant Life Orb Mamoswine. It just fucking obliterates my team every which way, and the mons that outspeed it can't kill it, which makes it even worse. I was not expecting the Uxie. Buzzwole made sense. I definitely think Buzzwole made sense. I wasn't entirely sure if I should have expected it or not, but it makes a lot of sense to wall mons like Mega Beedrill, etc. Otherwise, Mega Beedrill just kind of ran train against him. I'm really surprised to not see the Rotom Wash and the Mega Mawile. I thought both of them were really scary against me, especially the Mega Mawile. This kind of the primary reason I even brought Garchomp was to kill the Mega Mawile. Otherwise, I had no reason to bring it, and so Garchomp is really fucking useless this game. It pretty much does nothing against his entire roster except get rocks up. So that's going to be the main purpose of the Garchomp set this week, is to get rocks up. If you haven't seen my team builder, you should check it out. I'll just briefly run through the team here. I'm 4 attacks Mega Beedrill, Discharge, Toxic, Roost, Defog, Zapdos, Fast Zapdos, Dragon Fang Garchomp with 2 attacks, Rocks, and Sub. Primarina's Kevi Berry, again for the Hydra. I have a very specific EV spread, so you should check out the team builder for that. With Charm, actually, which is kind of fun. I'm a Z-Splash Mimikyu, and I am a Rollout Defense Curl Rest Talk Registeel. So, heading right into things here, I am just going to lead with my Mega Beedrill. It's got a really good matchup against anything that he would want to lead with, and if he is Scarf Mamoswine, I can scout that out, despite Mega Beedrill being like my best offensive answer to the Uxie and the Slurpuff. I'm fine with it going down to find out that he's Scarf Mamoswine. So, right off the bat, he's going to lead with the Mamoswine. I'm like, okay, I'll take this. I can just pivot on it. Ice Shard doesn't kill me. But he's just going to go hard into Buzzwole, and we find out that it is physically defensive Rocky Helmet. So that's really good to know. I am running the Aerial Ace for this Buzzwole, and it will take it down at about 45%-ish is what it does each hit. So from this range, he will be 2-shot by Aerial Ace. Almost certainly he will be 2-shot, but I will take a lot of Rocky Helmet chip from that. 16 times 3, so like 48% Rocky Helmet chip, which really sucks. But I just opted to bring in my Zapdos here. I figured my best bet was just get a Toxic on this thing, wear it down, which is exactly what I'm going to do, as he is also going to go for the Toxic. I figured he would probably just trade Toxics with me. I was fine with getting Toxic. It's really only there as an answer for the Thundurus, sorry. And then this is a really interesting play too. So he's actually going to click Ice Punch, and I did not predict that whatsoever. I don't know what I was thinking. I just didn't think the Buzzwole was going to attack me. I was like, well, this Buzzwole is physically defensive. He's not going to do anything. I can just go Chomp and get my rocks up. Kind of a brain-dead play with the Garchomp, really. But again, Garchomp did nothing against his team regardless. Like, Adamant Life Orb Memo was blowing me back with Ice Shard. The only thing I sub on is, like, Uxie, and well, I think I got rid of sub for rocks or something, or got rid of SD for rocks, something along those lines. But yeah, either way, I'm just going to get my rocks up. It's really the best time in the game to get rocks up, and I don't think that he's even got removal against me, just because it's Thundy and Hydra. And we're going to get some really good chip on the Buzzwole, putting it in range of Aerial Ace being able to kill it, even at +1 defense, which I actually forgot to calc. So that was a big whoopsie on my part. Mamoswine's going to come in here, and I just go hard prim on the Ice Shard. If he was Adamant, that was a roll to kill me. If he was Jolly, he was never killing me. But now that he's taken the Rocks chip and the Ice Shard, or sorry, the Life Orb recoil, he's now in range of Scald killing him. So I was specifically EV'd to Scald kill this Mamoswine from a certain range. So even if he's max HP now, he's dying to Scald every single time. And I live in Earthquake. So we take those. We definitely take those. Yeah, so Permarina, really good spot. Uxi's going to come in here. I'm just going to go for the Toxic as he gets up his rocks. I really thought he was just going to kill me, and so I missed the Toxic there. Kind of unfortunate, and he's going to be able to kill my Permarina and get up to full. Bad situation, essentially, is what it is right now. I was not really anticipating not getting that Toxic off, but it doesn't really matter because this is Mimikyu setup fodder at the end of the day. I'm still a little bit sketched out about that Thundurus having Thunder Wave. That's like the biggest thing here, is that the Thundurus might have T-Wave. So I am just going to opt to go into my Beedrill here and click U-turn. It's going to do enough damage to get me into something else, but I end up critting and killing it outright. So, I mean, that's nice and all, because my Beedrill just got a kill, like flat out got a kill. I am adamant Beedrill because I can afford to be against this team. I'm adamant with a lot of HP investment as well. And I can come back in on rocks with Beedrill and clean up a Slurpuff, depending on what sort of set he is, so I'm excited about that. If he is a Sash set, I thought, I didn't talk about it in the team builder, but maybe like a Sash Web set I thought was an alright possibility against my team. Excuse me. And so his Sash is broken. Although he does have double defoggers, I don't think he would want to defog against me when they hurt me more than they hurt him, except for breaking that Sash. So that's what's going on there. Zapdos comes in. I figure Zapdos is my best bet to sort of scout out what he is. If he's a Scarf Hydra, he cannot kill me at this range. With my investment, he's not killing me with Scarf Hydra. So that's sort of off the table. If he is Slurpuff and he's Belly Drum Slurpuff, I just click Discharge and I put it out of range of his Belly Drum, or at the very least I pop his Citrus Berry. Maybe I get a Para. That would be fantastic if I got the Para. And if he goes Thundurus, then this is my Thundurus trick anyways, so I just get some chip damage off on it, and we go from there. So in comes the Thundurus. I'm like, perfect, I'm just going to discharge this, and then he sets up an Agility, and I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, what is this? He's got to be Z-move, and we'll see as I go for the second discharge here that he is indeed Z-move. I was not expecting Gigavolt Havoc, however. I was definitely expecting Fightinium. I thought maybe Fightinium would be his best bet to break through Registeel. Otherwise, he has a hard time beating Registeel with his team overall, especially because Mega Mawile does nothing to it. So Mamoswine and Buzzwole were like his best ways to deal with Registeel. They're both dead. There's really no better time than now to just bring in the monster and start clicking Rollout. Obviously, I can't bring in the Beedrill. I don't want to bring in Mimikyu yet, as he is going to Nasty Plot on my Rollout, which means he's dying to another one. And I'm locked in, so it's not the end of the world that I'm locked in here, but he can't do much, and at this point he's tilted off the face of the earth because he can't look it up. And I couldn't look it up either, but guess what? You just run Stone Edge, and then you drop the base power to what it is. Now, my Rollout is getting stronger and stronger each turn. He's shown Drain Punch, but he hasn't shown a setup move, which is really strange. And then, of course, I'm going to miss the Rollout right at the end here that could have secured the kill on the Slurpuff. And so I'm going to end up dropping. I clicked Rest this turn just in case he missed the Play Rough. It was kind of a ballsy play on his part to even go for Play Rough, but Beedrill gets to come in here, clean up with the Poison Jab. I calced it. Even if he was Kebia Berry Max Fizdef, he still died. Hydra comes in. I'm just going to U-turn, and we see that he is Scarfed with the Flash Cannon. So I get 2 shots. Sorry, not 2 shots. Yeah, sorry, I do. I get 2 shots with this Mimikyu to hit a Play Rough against the Hydra, and it's always going to kill. We know he's not Roselia Berry because I know for a fact he's Scarfed now. So as long as Play Rough hits one of the 2 times, I win the game. And as he breaks my disguise, we are going to hit the Play Rough and win the game. So I'm really pleased with how I played this match. I could have saved a differential point had I just had I not missed the final rollout of those 5 against the Slurpuff there, but it didn't really matter in the end. It's just 1 differential point. I doubt at this stage that that's going to matter all that much. We're 8 weeks in now. The win matters so much more than differential at this stage. And so now we move to 6-2 plus 12, which is really good. I'm under the impression that 7 wins is almost certainly a clinch based on the performances of other coaches and where the standings are at now. So I basically just need to win 1 of my last 4 games. It's definitely going to be a struggle because I play some of the top teams. I still play Bash and Spanik. Both of whom are ahead of me in the standings. Not by much, granted, not by much, but they are indeed ahead of me in the standings. I play Jake, who's below me in the standings. He's 4-4 now, so I need to pick up. I need to pick up a win against Jake next week. We play Jake. That's a really important game for me to win. And then I play DS, who dropped the league and has a replacement, I believe, in week 12. So picking up a win against Jake or against DS's replacement are the best options, but if I can upset someone like Bash or upset someone like Spanik, then that's also good for me. The problem that I'm running into is that I don't want to necessarily try that hard against them in these final weeks because we're heading into playoffs, and I don't want to reveal my hand in the regular season match against that sort of team. Like, I was fine with doing it against Sohan because I could have passed him in the standings, and had we not get frozen by Sohan, we would be clinched in playoffs right now with 7 wins, even with 4 weeks to go. It is seeming very unlikely that the 9th place team is also going to have 7 wins. It does seem very unlikely. In fact, it might even be completely improbable. I'm not entirely sure on that, though. I'd have to get back to you guys. So that's what's going on here. If you guys didn't know, and I haven't updated you guys on my March Madness run, I managed to make the brackets day, which ended up being top 56 because of how buys worked and whatnot. And then I got wheelchaired out of the first round 6-0. But I was really proud of myself for making brackets at all. I thought it shone a really good light on myself as a battler. You know, maybe getting 6-0'd in the first round of brackets wasn't great, but that's the top 56 battlers in the tournament, right? So I was definitely confident in getting there. I think I played really, really well throughout the first 2 stages of the tournament. Hopefully make a better name for myself and maybe get more people to watch my content is something else out there. But that's going to be for me, guys. Again, we play Jake next week, coach of the Miami Mimikyus, in week 9. He's 4-4 currently, and we are 6-2. Big, big, big game. I'm going to try my absolute hardest to win that one. And I will catch you guys later.